Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight. Welcome back to Prison Architect. It has been a long time since we've played this game, but there's a new update, Update 13, that just came out, and that's given me a hankering to play the game again, so I figure what we will do is we'll jump in here, and we'll see where things go. Let's start off by loading a prison we've played before, just so I can get a quick feel of the game. Leader of one of the gangs being punished, blah de blah de blah. Sure, go for it, my good sir. Alright. Wow, this is quite the prison, isn't it? Got a whole number of things going on there. But, hello, doctor. We've been getting reports of sickness. Oh no. Well, that's cool that we got an event right there, but I figure what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and just... Wow, 680,000. That's a lot of money. But let's do that. Let's start a new prison with a whole bunch of money. I mean, I suppose that's kind of a cheesy way to do things, but I am a bit of an obsessive perfectionist when building things, and I tend to find myself needing a lot of money in order to do what I want. But you know what? No, we should probably just start a fresh prison, shouldn't we? That way we have to get back into the swing of actually managing our money and stuff like that. There's a whole number of new things here that we can play with, but most importantly, I think, is Warden Mode. Play as the warden on site of the prison you're building. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, permadeath. Yes, that adds some cool extra difficulty to the game, and also mutators, so we can add extra crazy things. We can make the game harder, we can make the game easier, we can add some new rules, we could just do some weird stuff. I'm not gonna go over like everything right now. I've got an idea of what I want to add, like the good shit here. Prisoners who take drugs or alcohol will randomly gain a reputation trait, making them progressively more difficult to deal with. So that sounds good. Gang warfare, if we only wanted, like, gangs and stuff, but I don't want that, because I do want us to have, like, reform opportunities and stuff like that, so we've got that. I don't want to make the game easier. That seems silly. Changing the rules. Let's start off, so whenever anyone comes into the prison, we don't know what their reputations are at all. So they could be snitches, they could be ex-cops, they could be, like, super strong, all that good stuff. We won't know, so we're gonna need to build a snitch network. Fast walking, just so we can make things faster. No pausing to add a certain sense of, I guess, extra stress and stuff. Everything else will stay about the same, I think. Just because. And what else do we want here? We could have endless winter, big head mode. I don't think so. We want wild growth. That way stuff grows, and we can... It'll help early game to get a bit of extra money, so that actually makes the game a little easier. No contraband limits. So basically, as you can kind of see there from the description, we can get like mops, clipboards, even guns smuggled into the prison. Definitely want that, because that adds more difficulty, and extra reputations. It doesn't just mean like prisoners can have more reputations. There's like a set of like 10 or 11 new reputations, like I think like pickpocket, and I think there's like some kind of identity theft thing. Something like that. We'll find out as we play. Which will also be harder, because we're kind of like locked in, as you can see here. We're locked in with playing as the warden right here. Basically, that's all we've got. Like, we can't zoom out. We can zoom in, but we can't zoom out too far. So it adds a little bit of extra challenge to things. I shouldn't dismantle everything, because trees can only spread from additional trees. But we are going to want some extra moulash here in order to get things going. Right off the bat, let's work on getting finance and micromanagement. And yeah, so we'll destruct some of these trees. We'll also go ahead and get ourselves a storage zone, which we'll put up here somewhere. And it also occurs to me, yeah, we'll just drop it right here, and we'll continue. We'll dismantling... You know, here and there. We don't want all the trees gone, because we do want them to spread a little bit. Alright, so we'll work on that. We'll bring the logs over there. Let's change intake to fill to capacity. We will go with this and with this. And let's do a bit of planning. And fairly shortly, I'm going to just cut away here. And by cut away, I mean I'm going to, like, montage something out of this because we don't want to spend a whole episode with me just like meticulously planning out the prison. That is no fun and not exciting whatsoever. So let's just get a bit of a look at things here as we kind of, you know, like obviously we want to make plans for eventually building some kind of boundary wall that'll surround everything. But we don't need everything right off the bat, so yeah, we'll just kind of dismantle trees here and there. And actually I might just dismantle all of this stuff so that yeah, just to get rid of that. Now let's look at grants. What do we want to wrap things up or to start things off with? I think we want an administrative center because that's pretty easy to do, and staff well-being, that's also pretty easy to do. And then we'll want the basic detention center next. But I'm going to cut away now so we can sort of start planning things out, and I will see you guys momentarily. Alright, this seems like a reasonable enough point to cut back in. I mean, we're kind of in a... we're not in the greatest of positions, but we're not terrible either. So I'm gonna take it as a bit of a win. Actually, you know what? What if we do this? And we'll give people 2 hours of free time. Then it'll be work or free time. And yeah, we want a nice big block for it right there. Then we'll eat. Or actually no, then we'll give yard time, and then we'll give eating time, and then an hour of free block, and then off to bed. Or then again, maybe that lock up before sleep is a good idea, because that way everyone's we'll see. We'll fiddle around with this. It's been a while, so my memory of the ideal way to handle these sorts of things is a little off, no doubt. Alright, so what do we want here? We want, with what little road we have, let's put a nice gravel... Oh, we don't actually have any money. Oh god, we have negative money. That's not good. That's actually really not good. Alright, one thing I want to do right off the bat, I want to acquire nice little staff door area here. Might be a good idea to put some kind of metal detector setup. But we'll worry about that later. But I want to kind of increase my throughput here. Incidentally, how is everybody? You're still pissed off, huh? Oh, that's right. That's because our staff, they also have the need to use the bathroom and stuff. So I'll put a second serving table here. Then we'll kind of put down a couple of toilets and sort of like semi-block it off a little bit. Like that, and then we'll just sort of increase the staff room size so that it includes all of this good stuff. That way our hardworking staff can take care of their needs and stuff. We also want to hire a psychologist so we can actually see what people need. So yeah, he's got bladder, bowels, and warmth. Alright, so it's not actually warm enough in this prison to handle everything we need. Alright, that's useful to know. And you know what? It occurs to me I really better... Once we get this next group, I better turn off intake for a while because, you know, we're not really... Like, as it stands, we're basically cramming a dozen people into the holding cells here. Oh god, people are getting angry. Not that I blame them. I mean, I have been treating them like garbage this entire time, basically ignoring their needs in favor of, you know, handling my own. And that is going to lead to some problems. Like, probably sooner rather than later, when you think about it. So, yeah, I'm going to move my storage outside. That should solve things. Let's turn off intake for now. We'll say, actually, we'll put it to fill the capacity. That way we can... Oh, we actually have prisoners up for parole, so we better get parole rooms going here. Because we can make money if they pass parole, so that's a good thing. Alright, let's let's make this happen. And we'll want visitation. That'll be another important thing as well, of course. Can't forget about visitation. Let's see here. Objects, we need a door. And what goes in here? Just a visitor table. Alright, that's not too difficult. There we are. Get the parole board people in there. There we are. Nicely done. We could put some windows in there as well if we really want it as well. Oh my. We might need some doctors as well. This is looking like things are going to be kind of dangerous. Especially because if I get hit, I die, and if I die, it's game over. So we got to keep that in mind. That's never really fun thing that's going to change the way this prison operates, isn't it? I look forward to that. That's going to be fun. And I look forward... I mean, I suppose what I really should be focusing on is... Someone smuggled a bloody hatchet into this prison. How did you think you were going to get away with that? Oh boy, these prisoners, huh? Alright, just sell all these logs here. There we go. Come on. I need... Oh, wow, 15,000 buckaroos. Alright, I mean, what we need now is a shower room. I mean, temporarily. I never build, like, a permanent shower in my prisons. I always believe in letting my... Did someone try smuggling a shirt in? Is that what I saw? What was going on there? Who smuggles in a shirt? Like, of all the things you could smuggle into a prison, why, in God's name, would you smuggle in a shirt? Like, seriously, bro. It's just, it doesn't make sense. Now let's get this gravel road I was talking about. There we go. Put that in there. Just have a nice, nice gravelly road to kind of, you know, freshen things up just a little bit. I'll even put a pool table out here. I mean, that doesn't make a lot of sense, but I'll put a pool table in there anyway. And we will also build, like, a little shower block in the yard. It sounds cool to me to do that. Alright, so something like this. And then we'll put, like, shower heads over here. And also drains. And I will very temporarily turn this to be the shower room. So that we can finish that... Oh god, someone died. What's happening? What's happening in my prison? You know what occurs to me? I should probably just, block this open. Oh god, are you guys... Oh no. Why did he die? Killed for being a snitch. Dead of a drug overdose. Good job. Extremely strong, fearless, and... Wait. I thought we... Oh yeah, unknown reputation. I guess... Oh yeah, when they die, they get all their reputations back. Right. So... Yeah. Strong, snitch, quick, and clean. Ooh, what does clean do? I mean, it's kind of dangerous to be just standing around in here by myself, but, you know, prisoners obsessed with being clean. As a result, their need for hygiene will go up at a much higher rate. Alright, that's a cool new ability right there. I like that. Alright, fellas. Oh, yeah, you know what else? End punishment. End punishment, because some of these guys are, like, going to be for solitary, and we don't actually have access to solitary yet. So... We're gonna want to turn that off. Here, we'll end your punishment as well. But there's another feature that is in the game that I haven't really shown off yet. Like, as you can see, we have our own inventory, and we can recruit protection for our warden, which makes sense. I mean, after all, we are a warden, and wardens do need some protection from time to time, as there's all those, you know, bad hombres who are going to be trying to murder us. Yeah, the hot water does seem to be spreading at a pretty reasonable rate, so I like that. Also, another new feature that I have not, Oh, I don't have access to it yet. I think, yeah, we have to wait until we get deployment. Speaking of deployment, yeah, let's go ahead and hire a security chief as well. There we go. Alright, so now he'll start researching deployment, and then we can do some stuff to help improve the flow through our prison. We're really gonna need doctors, though. That's gonna be a big thing, and we need a proper cell block, because honestly, the current situation is not tenable. Our workers are not presently... Okay, so as you can see, he's only got a need for food, so he's actually doing okay. I mean, if we go look into logistics here, we can see, yeah, their staff room. They need food too. I mean, that's understandable. And why did I put... Oh boy. I'm glad I caught that this episode. Oh good, we're actually also finished with our grant, so let's get another grant. Probably cell block A. That'll be the next big thing we want. And let's see here. So how do I want to do this? I mean, I'm actually thinking I'll put another canteen on the other side of this. And I might eventually create a system here where there's like a certain degree of separation. I mean, maybe a shared yard, but then we'll like split shared yard, shared common room area, and stuff like that. And then we'll kind of, we'll see where we go from there, as it were. I'm gonna put a pathway here. I mean, this is either gonna be where it's either gonna end up being the middle of the yard, and we'll need like another door here or something, or this will just be like a split, and then we'll have like common areas and work areas and stuff over there. We'll see. Probably armory, kennel, stuff like that over here. But now that I think about it, right. We need to think about where we're gonna put, let's see, the actual cell blocks. Because cell blocks are pretty important, as one might imagine. I think this kitchen would be enough to support like 2 reasonably large size canteens like this. Alright, so we got that, which means of course we're going to need to build some kind of wall system over here, because this is going to be like all staff area in here. And our guys are going to want to do stuff like here. Alright, so we'll have a path here, and I mean, this could be the cell block right here, actually, now that I think about it. Let's see. 3 by 3. I think I might make it 4 by 3. And I'll make these dormitories. Alright. Seems reasonable to me. For the most part. I like the idea of it. Ah, yes, but here's the rub. If I want things to be proper, by proper I mean kind of even level, as it were, then yeah, alright, so let's figure out how we can make this work. Well, I mean, I suppose the cells don't necessarily need to be like perfectly equal, I guess. I mean, yeah, we could have some cells that are bigger, because that would then reward good behavior. Good point, Gaslight. Good thinking there. And then, yeah, I guess that could work. Something like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, and then like this. There'd be another 2 gap here, and then kind of continue things. Yeah. Yeah, I like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. Oh, that means this isn't... Oh, it's not even. Okay. Alright, that actually means... Well, maybe I could make these single cells, and then good behavior gets you... Yeah, it gets you access to a, you know, your own private cell. Okay. Yeah, you see, I'm liking this idea. This idea is starting to come together. I mean, so overall, the cells are going to be pretty luxurious-ish. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. There we go. And there we go. Alright, so this is about as big as we're going to make it to start with. And we'll kind of figure out exactly how we want things later. By which I mean, or by which case I mean, we will improve on our overall design process. It'll get there. We'll get something that is decent. Or decent enough, rather. Alright. Anyway, let's build the foundations, and we're probably going to wrap this episode up shortly. I mean, I wasn't really paying attention to the time here, so depending on how I actually end up fitting everything together, this could end up being better or worse as far as, like, actual stuff is concerned. Right, we have to wait until things get built up there. Right. Alright, so we'll start building this. Ah, yeah. You know what? It might actually be awkward designing this, like, for fitting rooms in here. So maybe this will be just the yard. This will just be an extension of the yard, and we'll see how things work from there. And then we'll kind of, like, loop the education under this. Actually, if I keep building this, like, let's think about it. If I were to extend this down, so 4x4. Oh, actually, you know what? This adds up perfectly, as far as I'm concerned. So we can, yeah, we can make this. We can make something work out of this. All right. Yeah, that's some good stuff right there. Yes, perfect, 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 perfect. We get a reasonable number of cells to fill this space, and there's more drugs being snuck in. That's kind of undesirable. So we'll get patrols and then dogs. We'll need intelligence. Training your guards to become better at tracking and recovering contraband. Unlocks the contraband supply and demand report, the contraband overlay, showing all possible theft locations within your prison, and tracks all recovered contraband back to where it was smuggled or stolen. And also unlocks the ability to recruit prisoners and as confidential informants. I feel like this is a new one. Or did I always just, like, kind of click over this without thinking? Now, I feel like this, like, some of this stuff just existed before. But I could be wrong. I mean, I've been wrong about stuff before, so you never know. Overall, though, I think our prison is off to... It's not perfect, and it's also a little messy in here. I'm gonna just end your pun. Oh, God. You just died. You were deadly and strong, but you OD'd. Right, so we're very definitely gonna need a doctor's office here. And, I mean, I'm mostly mad about him dying because that cuts into my profits. We take a cost penalty, or an income penalty whenever someone dies in here, so that's... Oh, there's an undo button. How long has that been there? I mean, I noticed it earlier, but I don't think that's always been in the game. So the fact that it exists now is kind of cool, and I like it. Alright. So far, things are good. I mean, we're going to be tearing down a lot of trees for this, so that's going to provide us with a very, very generous amount of income here. In fact, maybe I'm going too far ahead of myself here, but I kind of want to start building some paths so that our prison does not look like, you know, like we just crapped it out. I want this to look like a decent world-class prison that J.W. Periwinkle can be proud to call his very own. I'm actually really scared about, like, we've seen people smuggling contraband into the prison. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Also, it occurs to me, programs. Yeah, we need parole hearings. Yeah, let's start. We'll start that. I mean, we can have a couple of those. Like, I'm planning to build, as you can see here, like a couple of parole rooms. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could kind of distribute them throughout the day and get a nice number of them. So that'll be good. I like it. It feels good. It smells good. It tastes good. It's all good, basically. We're gonna want to pay attention as we go here to make sure that I don't have any obvious... Hello there, friend. Oh, you guys all have dirty clothes. Don't worry, it'll be taken care of. You are gonna be fine. Oh yeah, we don't need to make this part of the showers anymore. This can just be all yard. Where's the yard? Yard. You know what, just, I'll just filter it out. That'll make my life easier. There we go. There we are. Just all one big happy yard. We'll eventually actually hook that up so it actually does something. But not today. Probably. Anyway, we'll wrap things up here. So until the next time, as always, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. With something new on the channel, it is always extra double super special important to hit that like button or maybe leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking. But until the next time, I will see all you in the next video.